Good guests.
All right, I'm gonna start it back up.
And we're gonna do a video also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll do a. Let me see if it's on everything. Hey, what's going on?
Not much.
We're just we got to stop every once in a while. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, we're streaming. All right, we are.
Bigger fun.
Yeah.
It's over here.
All right, we're back. There's Alan working hard. Donut and beer. That's breakfast champions right
You got
there.
it.
You know,
You got
that
it.
is breakfast champions. All right, we got some folks coming to visit. We're gonna give you guys a little video. We'll do the new one, Alan.
All right.
Good Lord.
Oh my God.
That's me?
That's yours.
All right. That's a little breakfast.
Holy cow.
Wow.
That's a muffin on the end of that, right?
That's a muffin and a biscuit.
I like
And a
the
biscuit.
sausage. Personally, I like the sausage biscuit.
Well, we went out and we bought 4 coats. That was the coat drive. And we bought 4 brand new coats and we went down to St. Vincent de Paul.
Too many kids go without coats during cold winters here in the tri-state, and one group wanted to make sure every child at Westwood School is properly dressed.
And we donated them. And it worked because the following year, my kid said to me, "Are we going to do the coats again?"
It snowballed from there, eventually turning into an avalanche of giving.
We just kind of kept growing from there until eventually we were at 500 coats. We ended up donating at 6, 7. Last year was 800 brand new coats.
The LeMasters family have been longtime donors to this coat drive. This year, they brought in almost 2,000 coats to help someone else fight the winter cold.
We have about 25, 30 people that help us throughout the year now to be able to raise the money, to be able to get the coats, to be able to sort them, to deliver them. It's beyond us. I want you all to kind of see this. I mean, so this is 2,208 coats. That's what this is. Again, it's about $50,000. That's what we raised to be able to pay for all this. Everybody, a lot of you have already donated, and if you have, thank you. Anybody else wants to, please share, tell people about this. It's overwhelming. If you don't know the story, it was just to teach our kids like the gift of giving. We bought 4 brand new coats, donated them, and then the next year, Chloe and Max were like, "Hey, are we going to do that coat thing again?" I went, "Son of a," right? It's like, no, that was just that no. So we got 8 coats the next year. And now we just did it. We're at over 12,000 coats we've donated over our history, with a retail value of over $800,000 in coats. So we're getting close to the $1 million mark, which will be pretty awesome. And every year we just do a little more. Last year we got just over 2,000. This year is 2,200. So hopefully next year we can hit 2,500. That's kind of a arbitrary goal already. So I really want to thank you all for your help.
support allows this team to continue addressing the needs for many schools and individuals in our communities. It started with 4.
Boom, here we are. So that was 57, right?
It was 50.
And you know what? I got to go back to 57. So that was Aaron up in Cold Spring. Not in Cold Spring. Well, actually, no, that is true. She isn't. So she works for Cold Spring, which is a stone and bronze company, memorial company, and which started back in like 1898, if you can imagine that. But it's actually in the town of Cold Spring, Minnesota.
Oh.
So she's the VP of sales.
Nice.
So, and her fun fact is she was actually, so kudos to her, she's a funeral director and was a former customer of Cold Spring and then ended up switching over and is now VP of sales in their memorial division. So
Nice.
you see what they're bringing me to
Well,
keep me
look at
hydrated.
this. Look what happened. Showed up on the desk.
I know, that's what I meant.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is
So Aaron, thank you for the donation. Chubby, this one's yours.
I was sangria.
No, we're not there yet. No, that's coming up. That's jeez, Louise. I don't
I know. It's like
even know what to do with this. Like,
that's a full meal. My goodness.
there's a biscuit on here
And a muffin.
and a muffin.
And shrimp. Man.
All right, we're gonna get there. All right. So if you're out there, come on, let's get the phone ringing. I know somebody called, and I apologize. The video was going, and when the video is going, a lot of times we're not in here.
We're not.
No, we're giving food.
Bio breaks.
Something like this. Yeah. I'm very hydrated. I will say that. So, all right. We are at number 58. We're going to Gate O' Heaven. Local, right here. Gate of Heaven. Cemetery.
Like Cincinnati?
Yeah, 275. You know where it is.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. In my head, every time I think of their cemetery, Gate of Heaven, I think of the Golden Gate because it's probably a pearly gate, and then I substitute golden because the Golden Gate. I don't know. It's how I get here. It's just, it also could be because I've been up for quite a while.
That's a lot.
But so anyway, I think this is a fun cocktail for him. So Tim, this is your cocktail for Gate of Heaven. So this actually has history, by the way. So this goes back to the 1970s. Now, this is a fun cocktail for a couple of reasons. So Raimundo Alvarez, he's at the Old King Bar in Florida, and he created this. So when I say he created it, it's because a lot of people were trying to figure out how to use the baseball bat of liquor. So
that's a big bottle.
It's a big bottle. There's a bigger one. This is the medium. There's a small, which never seems to be in when I have to buy it. And then there's one even bigger than this. So there's several good cocktails you can do with Galliano. Thank you. Anyway, but you will, if you get this, it's going to be on your bar for a while. It's just not anything you're gonna.
Not in a margarita.
No.
Fashion martini. No.
You know, it's delicious. It's a vanilla type liqueur. It's got a lot of herbs and such in it. This is old stuff. It goes back to 1896.
That's an old bottle.
Yeah, and I meant this bottle. It's been handed down in my family, and this is all we've drank since
It's
1896.
1945 on it.
Yeah. No, so this started in 1896 in Galliano, Italy, by Arturo Vacciari, and it's named after Magri Galliano, who's a famous Italian war hero. So anyway, got that going for it. It's actually quite delicious. We've had a lot of different cocktails with it, and every one of them is always like surprisingly good. So this is my golden dream. Again, this is going to be one Don's going to like because it's just all equal parts. It's always fun when you don't have to really think too much when you make stuff. Yeah, but yeah.
It's even written in Italian.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
I did put roll on. She brought you biscuits and gravy.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry I didn't make it at 2.
How are you?
Good. How are
Look
you?
at you.
I tried to pull you up, but I'm not very computer person.
It's easier just to come to the house.
Well, I'm telling my husband, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it." And he's like, "You're going out like this." I'm like, "We live in the hood. This is where everybody dresses." Oh, it is. It is. But I made sausage gravy, and not the biscuit, but sausage. So.
Oh, I'm in. Next break, I'm gonna eat
But I
it.
did see your picture. I can't pull you up. I don't know how to do it.
All right.
And I
Are
don't
you
know
gonna stay for a second?
Well, yes. Well, yes.
All right.
Oh God, no! I got no. No, that's all right. There you go.
Sound like a yes to me.
Yeah, I know.
But I did, since I didn't bite, I just wanted to.
Aw,
There
thank
go.
you.
There you go. Okay.
You can't see it's Joanne back here, and she's wonderful. And thank you very
well,
much.
No, they're all probably like. Look, I did put on a bra. So
Put a bra on everything to come over the house. That's the kind of respect we get at this speakeasy. Yeah, I'm coming over, and I'm putting a bra on. Yeah, that's what we do here. All right, back to your drink, Tim. So anyway, this is a great, again, easy one. Let me get a little ice here. I love her. She's oh my God. Huh? Yeah, down the street. All right, so ounce of Galliano. I like to really, really get the long pour.
What does that taste like straight?
A little spicy.
Spicy. Okay.
I mean, it's nice, but it's gonna sound stupid, but it's like a mild spice.
Okay.
Like it's not like hot spicy. Come on, you. Don't tell me this bottle's broke, because then what do I do? Jesus, I'll go get another one. The only thing funnier about buying this bottle is when you realize that you still have a bottle, and then you have 2 giant bottles
Of Galliano.
Yeah. I
Did
mean,
you put a bra on for us too?
You'll never get one through.
Huh? Did you put a bra on for us too?
Yeah, have my Sasquatch shirt on at least.
Oh, the lady told us she put a bra on.
hey,
Just for you.
man, everybody's coming over.
Look
Oh,
at that.
There probably won't be any left by the time you're finished.
Oh,
I
God.
know it happens. I'm the last, and
Yeah.
it's all good.
How's it going? Good. How you doing? Good to see you.
How are you? See you again, yeah.
We did your drink.
Did
You
you?
were probably asleep. Well, we did the triple C's.
I was at church.
CCO.
I was at church and I'm heading to golf. Let me give you I'll come in and visit.
It's a big day.
That's a big day. All right, ounce triple sec, which I found this time. We had a whole thing at about
You guys couldn't
3 in the
find
morning.
triple sec?
No.
And
For a margarita?
and then 4 people looking for it, and it was behind the bar.
So how's it been going?
We're good. Selling a lot of raffle tickets.
What do you do, Cointreau instead?
No, I found it. Yeah. So I have a bottle similar to this, which has a peach liqueur.
Yeah.
And as I was looking down, I saw that. And because it's 4 a.m, I saw that and I saw PA, and I figured it was some French peach thing, but it was actually oranges.
Oranges.
Peach, orange. I mean, they at 4 a.m, they look very similar.
Pretty similar, Your Honor.
Yeah. So here's what makes this one.
See, I don't get this.
Heavy cream.
Heavy cream with orange juice. Never a good thing.
Oh, it's delicious.
Oh, I know, but it curdles.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, you didn't see Dawn's drink.
I did. Thus the curdling effect.
Oh,
I'll have to
wow.
see how this turns out.
It's
Oh, I don't know if the camera could see that, but that was.
it's actually really good.
Maybe the Galliano neutralized.
It looks like cottage cheese.
None of that.
Isn't that the best cocktail when they look like cottage cheese? I mean, isn't that what you're always after?
I think if you put an egg white in it, I'm sold.
Yeah. You know, how about we throw some cottage cheese in it? Literally cottage cheese.
That's good drinking there.
Maybe you should come up with a cottage cheese drink.
There's not enough cottage cheese drinks in the world.
It's probably been done.
Probably none.
I don't know.
But we have artichoke.
And what is? Oh, this is limited.
This sounds oddly.
Oh man.
What's this called?
This is the Golden Dream. Making it for Gate Heaven.
Okay.
So I promise you, it's going to be good. It basically tastes like an orange creamsicle. What it's called. Shelby loves this cocktail. She always forgets. Then she has you. She's like, "Oh my god, that is delicious." Huh?
That's a big bottle.
It's a big bottle. It's literally the baseball bat of liquor.
Not cheap either.
No.
See, is that curdling or what?
No.
No.
Promise you, no curdling.
See, then it looks like it's been.
So that actually wasn't ice. That was
Big cheese curds.
All right, we're gonna.
See, that looks refreshing. It looks good.
I'm telling you, it really. It's a fantastic cocktail right there. That is your golden dream. You gotta try it. So remember, I told you it's got a little spice to it, but it's got this creamy orange flavor, and then it's an awesome cocktail.
Yeah.
This is probably the most underrated liqueur that you end up getting. You make one drink out of it. So, anybody, what is the famous Galliano drink?
Harvey Wallbanger.
Boom. Winner. Harvey Wallbanger is.
Okay. So is that a licorice back in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see. I mean, it's thick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very, very foamy.
very foamy. We're all caught up. You know that, right, Alan?
Yeah.
Wait. Uh-oh.
Daniel Thomas. Hold on.
Dude, you missed your drink. You were early.
It was early. Oh yeah.
I woke up to cottage cheese in my drink. I think I will go back to bed.
Yeah.
Heading back south.
All right. Let's see if we got anybody buying some raffle. Oh, wait, hold on. We may have something here. We do. Sean O'Regan.
This is a 2-trip.
Hey,
What?
oh, this thing.
This is a 2-trip cocktail.
Yeah, this is big. Hey, Peggy. We got Sean O'Regan, and he bought 5 raffle tickets. O'Regan.
Sean Reagan.
Reagan?
Sean Reagan.
Yeah.
Woodlawn.
O-R-E-G-A-N. Yes.
Sean Reagan from Woodlawn.
He had a cocktail earlier.
Good guy.
Oh,
Originally
extremely.
from
Boston. We did the Irish goodbye for him.
He was originally from the big, what's the big one up there, Mount Auburn?
Yeah, with George.
I think that's where he's originally from.
I do too. Yeah, I was up there back then when he was there.
So Jack Stepanek said, "Oh my gosh."
Who said that?
Jack Stepanek.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
All right, this thing. I know. So, you know what? I broke this recipe down for you out there, and I didn't break it down for me here. No, I did. It's 16 ounces. So I'm gonna.
So I've got a mixing. I'll go back and get a pilsner for you.
We'll make this.
Oh no,
work.
we've got a wine glass here.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine. So, so this was Foresight. You know, Chris Kruger and Doug Gober. They kept coming back to the well. Here's another cocktail. Here's another cocktail.
Oh, that's cool.
Here's another cocktail. So they've been awesome. Now, I don't know who picked this one. I think it was Chris. They wanted the blood orange sangria. Now, we don't have blood oranges right now. Those are a limited window.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't get them right now. So we are doing the second favorite one, the navel orange sangria. Just as good. A little less red.
Granny Smith apple.
Yeah, the Granny Smith. We were going with the Minute Maid orange sangria. No, we got real oranges. But this was another one where they send the recipe, and I always appreciate it. But it started off with 2 bottles of white wine. It's like, all right, that's strong. It's a little heavy. I mean, we got a room full. But I don't think we have 2 bottles of sangria, room full of people. But we're gonna make it. I pared it down a little bit. You know, I will say sangrias are becoming very popular. Now, I will say this: the trick to a good sangria is to let it steep for a while. So I'm gonna put this together, and then I think I'm gonna push it off for a little bit, and then we're gonna taste it in a little bit.
All right.
So, but we're gonna put it together right now. I think I can fit it in here. So, we're going to come in with 16 ounces of a white wine.
So what does the Bloody Mary sell for in a restaurant for that size? About 25?
I would think so. It's probably, that's a good donation of a cocktail right there. I can't even get my...
No, I mean, that would be impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, one of our guys, Jeff, went home and I think he made all these up, brought them back. I mean, it's fantastic. So we're gonna try this.
Just a white wine, just a straight.
So I'm gonna try to do this on my head. So we're gonna go 2, 4, 6. We're gonna go with 8 ounces of white wine. We just went with I forget what we went with. Pinot Grigio.
Okay. Yeah. I like sangria, so.
Oh yeah, I believe this will be a great one. Then we're gonna go 2 ounces of blood orange, aka navel orange. What we got.
Oranges aren't in season.
Yeah, we can't get them.
And where do they raise them at when they are?
Out west. Out west, which is where they are. They're in Arizona, so you know they're lucky to have any fruit they want anytime they want it. So let's see. We're gonna try to get about 2.5 ounces. We're gonna need another orange. Hey Don, is there any oranges in there? I don't know. Oh no, right here. Never mind. We got it.
No,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bring another one if you need it.
Nope, this is perfect. So so everybody thinks sangria. You're gonna think Spain, Portugal. There's history though that they go way back. They go back to Greece, Greek and Roman times, when they would take wine and mix it with sugar, spices, basically whatever they had, just to keep it somewhat fresh and drinkable. They would make what it was called Hippocras, which was the name of their sangria type. But when you get to Spain, Portugal, that's where we start really thinking of the sangria that we know now. This is kind of what we're making it off of. So 2 and then a little half. And we're going to go with pomegranate juice. Just buy pomegranate juice. Don't try to squeeze those little seeds. That's not going to work. But, yeah, tiny juicer. It's just a tiny little, It's like the butterfly pea extract that we got earlier. It's actually a flower. It's not really, not to be confused with actual butterfly pea, which would take forever to collect. So we're going to go about 2.5 ounces of pomegranate. 2. So let's look in a little more sangria-ish. Then we're going to go ounce of brandy. Oh, I know. Somebody take. Oh, there it is. Cognac brandy. We go right here. So about 1.25 ounce. Cutting this recipe down in my head, Alan. Doing math as I'm working. Then we need same in an orange liqueur.
About 5 minutes ago.
So we'll do.
I came in about 5 minutes ago, brought some white kisses.
Oh, were you the one that brought those here?
Yeah. I figured that would
Flush out all the sugar that everybody ate in the last 12 hours.
Definitely need that.
White kisses are so good.
There's nothing wrong with them. Orange liqueur, a little over about 1.25 ounces. Simple syrup. Now, this is optional. Some people will do it, some won't. Anywhere from 1/2 or whatever, just a little bit.
What's that?
Just a dash.
Little simple syrup.
Oh.
And then this is where it comes in that you just need it to kind of sit. Because what you want to do is you want to put in some like rosemary. We're going to actually drop one of these oranges back in. We'll throw this one in as well. And throw a cinnamon stick. And you're going to let that cook. And because really, the longer that steeps, the better it's going to be. Heck it, we'll just try it.
You have to have more ingredients here than most bars.
For sure.
Right?
Oh, God. We probably got, right now especially, we're probably at about 400 bottles of various liquors.
That's what I'm thinking.
Now, I will tell you, I thought we had a lot. The guy who brought us our bottle of Pappy, who I got to meet, he was telling me right now he has a little over 200 bottles of bourbon open because he's a collector. Over 1,200 bottles not opened.
Wow.
So when you compare that, I've got nothing. So now sangria, typically you are gonna, I know you don't put ice, but for sangria, they're typically gonna serve that over ice. So we will partake.
It comes with chips too.
There you go. You're a sangria fan, right?
I like sangria.
So you do?
Yeah.
That must be yours then.
Well, we'll see. I know there's a lot of sangrias. There's plenty to go. 40 more to go.
Right? And then just for fun, since they didn't bring me another one, just to keep it lively, we'll give you that there. Right? So there it is. That is your blood orange. I did cut my finger, so there is a little blood in there. Does that?
Except for the orange blood.
I didn't cut myself in. Well, I mean, it smells great. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great little. It's a great sangria.
It's really good.
It's really good, and that'll just get better sitting. You know, the idea is you'd leave that, soak up that cinnamon, the rosemary. I mean, so the word sangria comes from the Spanish word sangre, meaning blood, and it's actually a nod to typically sangrias traditionally are always red wine, but this is a white wine, but it does have blood in it, so it works on this one as well. But it's a nod to the traditional deep red color of a sangria. And here's your trivia on how it became popular in the U.S. 1964, World's Fair, New York City. Spain sponsored a pavilion and featured the drink. And that is when the sangria, they tie it right to that. Literally in 1964, that's when sangria started becoming popular in America. Leave it till World Fair. They still have World Fairs?
That's a good question.
You know, because there's a lot of cocktails that the other one we did when we were talking about the frozen slushy.
Well, I mean, that's how the needle in Seattle came about.
Yeah.
The world's
They built it for the, yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting.
I don't know.
Google that.
All right. We got a computer here. So there. Well, number 60. Here we go. All right, I'm going to give this back to him.
So you said sangria means blood.
Yeah. Well, not sangria. Sangria.
Sangria.
And that's Italian for blood. I think that's the right.
Blood orange blood.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it turn out?
Try some?
Well,
Right? Well, I just
yeah.
you're a little. Not too bad.
So it's really just sitting and steeping. So that was fresh. I mean, that should sit for, hour or so. But that's still good. So if we want to save that, put it in something, that's still good sangria.
Okay.
Get rid of the curdled that thing we still got cooking from the last cocktail.
Christy,
Literally. You can have it.
Okay.
Look at that.
Little refresher.
A little refresher.
There's a bottle of wine in here somewhere.
Yep, here it is.
Oh, yeah, there sure is. All right. Number 60. So I told them about 11 we'd have this one ready. So 60. This is a fun one. This is I got to pull this up because there's a story here that I know about, but I don't know it well enough. And Westside Brewery. So Westside Brew, they so this first brewery we had on the west side, and they're doing quite well. I mean, they're knocking it out.
My great nephew works there now.
Who is it?
Shoot. His last name's Barnett.
Okay.
Not Alex.
Shelby and I are huge fans. We were actually founders, helping when they did their fundraiser. Andrew. Okay. I'm doing the. You're gonna want this one. This is the west side. Yep. Are you guys out?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't like.
It's okay.
Got a thing. I know.
It's okay.
All right. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Allergies?
Yes, and the eczema.
There's no animals here.
No, not at all. She wasn't holding. I wasn't holding Melly right
Look,
next to my face.
There's
So.
literally. Oh, you picked up Molly.
Oh, Melly, yeah. She was holding.
Oh,
And I already
wow.
have like an eczema splotch right there.
I can't be held responsible for that. All right, what are you doing today?
Christmas stuff.
Oh, all right. How about you two? Nothing?
I'm gonna go to school.
All right, fair. Talk later?
Yeah.
All right, Bengals game.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how we do.
Absolutely.
We're over 60 grand already though.
Wow.
It's pretty good. It's bigger than last year already.
Yes.
We're not done. And I'm still kind of waiting to figure out what the raffles bring in. People.
Have you checked it lately?
I did. Just checked it.
Remember to drink your water.
Oh
Yes,
yes.
we've
I
done
saw you.
right there. He's
There's
good.
ice in this.
It's light.
You're right. Crunch ice.
Yeah, crunch on
That's
the
the
ice.
same thing. Same difference.
All right, you two. Thanks for stopping by. Elizabeth, thanks for stopping by. Kids are leaving. Thanks for visiting, guys.
Good luck.
All right, thank you. It's what?
It says 5%.
Should be.
It's plugged in.
Should be, unless you can't unplug.
Should
Mm. Maybe it could be. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it'll be fun. If it shuts off, we'll know. All right. See you guys. I'll talk later.
Absolutely.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you too.
So this is the West Side Brewery. So again, we've been following them, and lucky for us, they've been following us as well. Very supportive. One of the things we get to do with them is every year. So we have several little fundraisers. The other fundraiser we have, and you're all welcome to join, will be the Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, correct?
Yes.
They basically allow us to have full reign of the brewery. Everybody that goes in there, they basically give us like 20% or something, a dollar beer. I don't know, whatever. But they give us, they take part of each beer sale, each sale of anything, and kick it over to us. So it's wonderful. All you got to do is show up and drink. I mean, it's that easy. I mean, there's no secret formula. Just show up and be like, I'll try a beer. Boom, you just donated.
November 27th.
November 27th. Yeah, 5 to 8 p.m. actually. So we do this every year with them. And in return, I always like to give them a shout out because of that, they donate. I mean, we will get over $1,000 from that event. So it's an amazing thing. We'll raffle something off. I don't know what, because my sign people didn't. If you're out there, rough metal, I need you. Anyway, I said, all right, I want to do a cocktail, with one of your beers. I want to do a beer cocktail. And they were like, oh, we have one. So one of the things that they have, besides their cerveza, good cerveza, they started making their own ciders. And this is great. I love the marketing on this. They call their ciders West Cider.
That's good.
Isn't that good? West Ciders. So, because we live on the West Side, we're all West Siders, and they make West Cider. It's genius. Great stuff. Well, anyway, and I have to pull up the email because they shared with me the story. They told it to me, but I want to give a little more detail to it, especially because we have so many people in death care. That I think this is really amazing. It's short, so don't worry. So they have a cocktail that they do, and it's the one we're going to do, and it's called Fall in a Glass. All right? Very simple beer cocktail. It's fantastic. Well, there was Linda. She's a fan of West Side. She was in a mug club. We're in a mug club. '23's mug, by the way. I know we have a lot of mugs from. So she was a mug club. She was also in the running club, and this was her absolute favorite drink. And they only bring it out in the fall. So she's always like, first one, boom, I want to get it. So, unexpectedly though, just in 2023, she passed away. So, what they did is, in honor of her, they've actually renamed the cocktail, and it's now Linda's Fall in a Glass. And they shared that with her husband. He was very honored. And then a step further, so not only they continue that tradition, they actually had a celebration of life at the brewery for her that they put on. So here's what we know. We sat down, Shelby and I, and told the story, and I'm like, oh my God. And they said, yeah, we really enjoy offering our space for Celebration of Life. We're trying to get that word out. And that's what they left with us. They were like, please let everybody know that if you ever want a space for Celebration of Life, they will let you use that back area of their brewery free of charge. I just think that's amazing. You know what I mean? And they're using it more and more to do these. And I sit there and I look at funeral homes, cemeteries, like how do we get these families? And here's a brewery that is kind of going out and getting these families to come to them to do these services. I think it's amazing. So hats off to them. Let's do this cocktail. So nothing special that we need to do with this. This is, I'm going to keep these things. I'm not going to tell them. I'm going to just hide them over here, Alan. But it's a pretty easy cocktail. So this is a local Simple Times mixers. These are fresh. And that's what they use. Literally, this is the one they use. Party Source, you can get this. And all it is basically, we're going to keep that one too. I'm going to use, it's a ounce of rum. Your favorite, Alan?
I like rum.
I'm hoping that this, almost. Ounce of rum. Just a blip, but I can't put it in. And then, three ounces of this amazing chai apple mule mixer. 1, 2, and 3. And then top it off with pumpkin cider. West cider, pumpkin cider. Garnish. I don't know if they garnish theirs, but Alan.
It's the fall season.
Yeah, we're not animals here.
You're right. We're not animals.
We garnish everything. Look, I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's hilarious.
That was like a full-on lunch.
Alan, you hanging in? You good?
I guess I ate that donut and it.
Sugar crushed you?
I'll stop in it for a while.
You sure? All right.
Oh, I broke my apple.
Can you?
Hold on.
Let me grab my phone.
Best thing to serve the opponent team at halftime? Sugary drinks.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, because insulin dumping syndrome, your body will react to the sugar and slow your metabolism down. By the third quarter or the second half, whatever sport you're playing,
They're done.
Oh,
I love it.
So you put it in the opposing team's locker room.
Yeah, like you give them Coca-Cola or a sugary Powerade or whatever.
This is coming from a coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Insulin dumping.
Oh.
Because your body counteracts the sugar.
Give that a try. Fall in a glass.
Your body, we're all in a glass.
Linda's fall in a glass. Shout out to the West Side on this one.
So if you need to sleep, you just eat like 4 donuts. And
Gone.
it's nice.
Although,
What's
I
sparkling?
know that
Beer.
I'm told that
Okay.
when
Cider.
You,
It's their
do, like,
pumpkin
serious
spice
hiking, like
cider.
hiking,
They make fresh.
The
the
West
best
Cider.
thing you can
Isn't
get
that great?
is
The best.
steady
West
diet
Ciders.
sugar.
West Cider.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Because it's going to break
West
down
Cider.
into carbs.
Yeah.
It's,
For
It
energy.
keeps you
It's their
rather
cider
than
beer.
a longer
Fall in a
carb,
glass.
longer protein.
Too bubbly?
That
Too
was
bubbly.
crazy.
Yeah.
to me.
I knew you were going to have a
Sugar
problem
break
with
down into carbs with
Yeah.
exercise.
I know you're not a bubble person.
I was
I
like,
know.
when we went hiking, I'm like, I've got
Not a bubble
all the
person.
long proteins, all the long digestion, and I'm like dying. And then all these people are eating Pop Tarts and candy.
Brett, we got one more, and then you're up.
And then somebody explained to me, like,
All good.
that makes sense.
That's why nobody wants to teach class after lunch.
What was the syrup mixer?
Because of your-
So Kathy, the syrup mixer. So it was actually that is chai apple mule mix, which I could probably back into it and figure out how to do it. But that's actually a local mixer that somebody makes.
Want a new one of those?
I'll use that because I've got a And then no syrup rum, then that chai, apple mule mix,
Yeah.
and then West Side pumpkin ale, pumpkin cider. That was the sangria.
Good luck the rest of the day. I'm gonna go hit them.
I love that you're going out and golfing. That's awesome.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh.
It is.
White Castle.
Enjoy.
Like yes, well, yeah.
Thank
No,
you.
got
I know. I've a sausage gravy to eat, and
This will be a quick one.
yeah,
I'll call you if I hit anybody with a ball for.
that's why I'm here. Yeah,
See what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. As soon as you hit them, remember,
Yeah.
act like you're having a heart attack, and then
Is that in your way?
my dad. No, it's fine. I'm I keep looking to go at it, but I don't know that I can do it.
Right.
My dad's claim to fame is he hit a guy golfing with obviously a golf ball, not like he didn't go up and hit a guy. And it was foggy, so you couldn't quite see. Which would have been kind of, oh man, how was that? You know, he hit him a second time on the same.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So yeah,
Did he yell
nobody got upset about
Did
that
he
one.
yell for?
Sure. So, all right, here we are. So we are now Garvey Shear. Oh, we have to switch.
Oh, we do.
It's okay. We're ahead of schedule, I think now. Hold on, I'm gonna peek. 61. Yep. Yeah, we're in our 11 to noon time slot, and it's 11:30. I mean, I don't want to say we're killing it, but we're not doing too bad. I mean, I look bad, but we're not doing too bad. You get quiet out there. Where'd everybody go? They all leave?
No, I don't know.
All right.
I'm in here. Do you need one?
So, so this one is going out to Garvey Shear Nordstrom law firm here in. They're actually in Northern Kentucky. I worked with all those folks though at Cincinnati. So this is the first law firm that I ever worked at, and I think it was funny. So my when I got out of law school, I got a lot of interviews. However, I didn't get a lot of interviews because they were like, "Oh, this guy, man, he's a real spark plug. We need to get him in." No, people were fascinated that I was a funeral director and embalmer. And I quickly learned that when I'd go to an interview and they'd start asking me questions about basically death, I'd be like, you want to know about death stuff, don't you? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, there's no job. No. Phone call would have worked. But this is back before phone interviews and all that, right? So, but anyway, I cut my teeth at as a defense attorney at so we were actually, they all, oddly after I left, they all left. So I think I was a driving force. No, I was a young kid. But we were at another law firm, Friends and Arnold, defense law firm. They're a defense law firm still, but they all went out, partnered, and kind of have their own firm now. But it was where I got a chance to cut my teeth. I still, to this day, great relationship. If I have questions, about issues, because I'll say the one thing, you probably have some of this. Well, you have a lot of people, but when you're on your own, having a resource, it's tough, right? I mean, that's a hard thing about it. To me, it's one of the hardest things about being out there. Like, who do I ask if I don't know? Like, and to this day, I will call them and say, hey, I got something. And they'll always hop on. And so shout out to them. Strong sponsor for years. So I appreciate. And so one of the things they tried and true, they've got their cocktail, and I know it. Mule, baby. They love their Kentucky Mule. Yeah. So not Moscow, Kentucky Mule. Paul, what's the difference? A Moscow Mule, vodka, Kentucky Mule, bourbon. That's really the only difference. Now, there's no real history on the Kentucky Mule, but the Moscow Mule, it's got history. It's a fun one. I've told you, you know it, but you might not know it. So I'll tell you again real quick. goes back to 1941. This is the classic case of, everybody sitting at a bar and, you got my chocolate and my peanut butter and your chocolate. So here they are sitting at a bar, these guys, right? So here's what you have. They're at the Cock and Bull, all right? And the manager, Jack Morgan, he has decided to go down this road of making his own ginger beer, which is still a product. You can get it. Cock and Bull ginger beer. It's a classic. And they will sit there and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I have all this ginger beer and nothing to do. Meanwhile, you have John Martin, who is the head of Smirnoff. He's just taken over and he doesn't know how to get rid of vodka. He's like, I got all this vodka. I got nothing to do with it. And then if that's not enough of two people sitting at a bar trying to figure out, all of a sudden you have Oslin Schmidt, who is from Russia. And she's coming in with like literally bags of copper mugs that her family sent her over with to try to sell to make money. And she's like, I have all these copper mugs. What do I do to get rid of them? And then they're like, huh. Lo and behold, the Copper Mule cup drink came about because of that.
That's
right.
awesome.
I think it's fantastic.
It's
I mean, it's really is. Huh? Yes, Jason works there. Our concert.
Yesterday was his birthday.
I did not.
Happy birthday, belated, Jason.
I didn't know that I knew anything happened yesterday.
Fair.
I think my own children could have disappeared for the day and I wouldn't have known anything was happening.
They did.
No, that's true. Mule, you're going to make it right into the cup. You're going to go 2 ounces of bourbon. We're going to go New Riff, because New Riff is sponsoring all of our bourbon and rye cocktails. Thank you, New Riff. Going to come in with 2 ounce pour of bourbon. We'll just leave that right there for right now. And then we're going to come in with some lime juice.
Hey, you just missed your daughter.
I know. I heard.
Did she tell you?
She said, we're leaving. I said, stay for 5 minutes. Sorry, we're gone already. I was like, did you text me from the car?
I think I saw her doing it as she's talking all that.
Yeah.
They stayed a good bit.
They did. They were here for a while, and I mean, sadly, I couldn't even really get out to talk to them much. We took a little break so I could do it. Half ounce of lime juice, and then you're going to top it off with some ginger beer. Do you like Kentucky Mules?
I'll take a Kentucky Mule.
There it is.
It helps. It's great breakfast drink.
It is. And then we're going to garnish with little mint.
Boom.
Boom. Wake that up.
Smell it from here.
Right? And there, may I just check the handiwork?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh. John, if you'd here, you'd love this. There it is. We're handing it off. Boom. Cheers.
Boom. Cheers.
So there it is.
That is good.
So we have guests now
We do.
with a cocktail.
We do.
I've enjoyed this. We've probably had more. Come on in.
All right.
I think we've had more people in this year doing cocktails than in the past. Would you agree?
Correct.
I feel sorry for you.
Come on in. You got to squeeze in. It's not going to get any better.
We never ready.
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're not really here for this part. We just came to hang out with them. It's a good time to come hang out.
Yeah. Here, yeah. So we got Brett and Jamie. And so I will say, so this is your first year really into the cocktail show. So thank you. Welcome. You helped us go over our goal of 50,000. And right now we're looking like we're over 60. So that's pretty good. We're on 62 in Newark, Garvey. It's okay. I can. This is new because we've never had that screen here before, but it's kind of nice. But of all the things, your cocktail, you know what I guessed you would have gotten?
Tequila.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. Yeah. And they threw me. You guys, it's the curveball. You went left when I thought you were going to go right, and you went with. We've got this Moscato, right? So this was out of the a book of I wrote it down. Hold on. 101 tropical drinks.
Yes.
So I love that. So you like tropical drinks. So I'll give you that. That kind of that gets you there, right? Yeah. All right. So it does look good. And actually, oh, you know what? I will not have. This is in room 3.
Yeah.
Hey, Dawn. Dawn.
What do you need?
The furnace room. That's liquor room 3. Yes. There's a bottle of Midori in there.
He actually knows that room.
He does know that room. So we have to not hide. We have to move all of our liquor around. It doesn't fit in one room anymore. So we're a little over 400, I think, different kinds. I have an app that I'm afraid to actually use that will track all of your liquor and give you how much, and it'll even you can when you put it in. Yes.
What a great bottle!
Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. So this is another totally crazy liquor. It's fantastic. So you picked the Morning Dew Sparkle. Now, what I will say, when I before you sent me the recipe, I looked it up, and I found a Morning Dew cocktail. Not it, but it was pretty good. I like this one better. There's a common base to it. It's similar in the fact that it uses Moscato, but instead of Midori, it uses Chambord. So kind of a different raspberry. But this one, so it's Moscato, pineapple juice, topped with Moscato. But the Midori, I love it. It gets a bad rap. And I don't know if you know any of the history about it, but this was created in about 1964 by a Japanese distiller. And it actually is made with actual real melons, which is just fun to say. I mean, that's just good. Yubari and muskmelons, 2 different melons, which in Japan, those are like coveted. Like some of those, if you've ever seen this, go to Jungle Gyms and you'll see it. Sometimes they'll have these like muskmelons, and it'll be like in a box in a crate, and they're all like packaged beautifully. And some of these will sell for like thousands of dollars. Not at Jungle Gyms, but they actually have these big, raffles and auctions where they will auction off these like perfect melons. Just a lot of fun. I'm a small child. But anyway, the distiller who made this, originally it was called Hermes Melon Liqueur. And that's where it started. And it did fine. But in 1978, that's when it made its move to the U.S. And they changed the name to Midori, which literally means green. And they redid the bottle. That's actually pretty recent. But it made its debut in 1978 at Studio 54. And they used it for a launch party for Saturday Night Fever. Really? So John Travolta was literally, was sitting there at the party drinking Midori cocktails. And that's when it kicked off. And they've redone a few things with this liquor. One of the things is they took out a lot of the fake sugars in it, so it's much more natural, and including that's natural color. No, it's not. That's not at all. That is not even close to anything that's real. But it's still fun. It's still delicious. All right, I'm going to I'm going to do this a little bit different because I like this to be cold. So we're going to do a little ice. And what we're going to do is half-ounce pineapple juice. So we'll do 1 ounce total. And then we're going to come in with 3/4 ounce of Midori. This is another thing that it can last a long time in your closet. Yes. Like you can buy a bottle of this and you're like, oh, we still have that? Yes. We have a friend of ours, Ryan Thogmartin, Shub, and you know Thogmartin from Disrupt. Yeah. So their color is green. So for years, every time I made their cocktail, I always would use this. Yeah. And then I bought a big bottle of it, and then I haven't made them a cocktail anymore. So I was pretty excited that you helped me. So 3/4, and I mean that's 3/4. So there's a somewhat famous drink with it called the Japanese slipper, which is actually it's got pineapple and Midori. Those two together like make this very beautiful color. Oh, thank you. Let's do this. Again, I just think a little cooler of a drink makes this better. We're going to throw it into some. You guys have never had this before, have you?
Nope. Not this one. I've had other Midori drinks.
It's such a great, easy drink, I think. Yeah. Isn't that fun?
Love the color.
We're going to top it with a Moscato. There it is. Nice little pineapple wedge. These are huge, so we're gonna see if we can do something with these. Right? Oh, I know what we're gonna do.
I ordered those a lot when I was in college in the bars because they looked really cool with the lights. Bars.
So it's funny you say that. Recently, they tried to do a relaunch of Midori again, and they did a glow party.
Yeah.
And they served it, and they put glow, like snap glows, down in the drink, so that you had this. So that was pretty cool.
Fun seeing
huh?
Kathy wanted to see it mentioned. She thought the garnish on the.
Yeah, the muffin and the sausage biscuit. Nice. Great.
Not bad. Right? Does that work out?
It's a fun skewer too.
First one worked a lot easier, but right? There it is.
Looks delicious. Good.
There they are.
Thank you.
Now you have to tell me.
Okay.
Wait, I saved a little bit here. I'm gonna try that. Oh, that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
That's a. I can see how that's a. I could absolutely see how that's a tropical drink. I mean, the little pineapple, that little sweetness. That's pretty good stuff. I saved a little bit, but yeah, my favorite. Midori. Yeah. Midori? Midori?
Yeah, I could do that in the morning. Yeah.
You know, you could go Hermes Melon liqueur. Go old school, but how are we doing?
Great.
We're at 63.
Moving along.
Oh, so what do you want me to take? Let's see. Let's do a little quick clean here.
Yep.
So this is another Foresight drink. They're
yeah, they had 3 or 4.
They did. They just kind of kept coming back to the well. They're like, hey, we want another one. We got another one. What I'm going to say is that they were excited to help out. What I'm not going to say is that it was a bunch of people saying, "Hey, did you order the drink yet?" "Oh no, I forgot to do it." And then somebody else went, "Oh crap, I'll go do it." And then they had 8 different people ordering, you know, like, "I got it." "Oh wait, no, I got it." "Oh, well, I got it." Well, great. There's. Yeah, this is going to be. Wait, is there?
Thanks, Mickey.
Take it from there. Yeah. I'll save it. I need that. Oh, or can I give you that? And that.
Do we have any new ticket sales?
Let me look. Money at the end of your Bloody Mary skewer meal, hilarious. I suppose it was high. Thanks, Shelby. Yeah, people were upset they couldn't see your whole cocktail that you made. I know. Let's see if we've got any. Let's. Oh, actually. So, folks, if you aren't aware, let me go into the vault. This is our top secret stash. That is a bottle of Van Winkle, 12-year-old, Lot B. Hopefully not going to drop it. And that is going to be raffled off in literally hours. I keep looking at my watch. It's been dead.
8 hours.
It's completely dead.
8 hours.
And yet I will still look at it.
It's like almost 12.
It's almost 12. In 8 hours.
Literally 8 hours.
There's a clock over there.
There is.
That is,
Yeah.
I can kind of see. So anyway, if you want a shot at this, $25 a raffle, because that's what it cost us to get a coat on average. So for $25, boom, you get a raffle ticket. Or 5 for 100. So you get a little bonus there. You get a bonus ticket. Unless you go to the wrong button, and then
if your technology challenge,
then you could end up buying 5 for $125, which we appreciate as well. You still got 5. So anyway, that's happening, and we did. I think. Hold on, Peggy, you out there? I am. We do. We have Kevin.
Egan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Kevin did it for.
Thank you, Kevin.
Give him 5. And then we got. Let's see if we got another one. We got a one-time donation. Now, Matt, tell me if you meant to get tickets, and we'll do it. But we got Matt Outcalt.
Thanks for donating, Matt.
And he just donated $100.
Do you want the Pappy tickets, or is that just a donation?
But keep it rolling. We got stuff coming in. Yes, thank you, Nikki. Said I'm reading it. Keep making drinks, Paul. Great job supporting cast. Yes, they are doing wonderful. I was joking because I would not have gotten it all ready in time this weekend. I mean, we would have done something, but it would have been like, I don't know. It would have been ugly. It would have been bad. Oh, are you missing a wine cap? Huh?
Yes.
All right, I found a wine cap.
Hey, I got this. I didn't know if you were talking chili liqueur or.
Oh, no, I am. I have chili liqueur.
Okay, because this is that jalapeno simple syrup. That's
not
what you want.
It's not what I want.
Okay.
So,
but you got that back there.
So we're going back to the Foresight companies. And again, I don't know how they got here, but I appreciate it, Doug. Chris, you guys are awesome. Appreciate the donations. I also appreciate that this isn't another sangria that calls for 2 bottles of wine. So just one drink. It's, can you make a, bourbon barrel for it? No. Anyway, I joke. No, it's fantastic. But this one, hey, Colleen, can you help me with some warm attire? Because we're about to have another themed cocktail.
Do you need color-coded?
Whatever you want to do. So let me get out our... So our theme is staying warm, because that's what we're doing for kids. So we got our little indoor fire, which, I mean, we're careful with. Don't worry, people. I mean, we're fire rated. And, my God, that really throws off some flames. So I'm going to scoot that away. I don't want that catching on fire. All that. Woo. Yeah, I mean, if I wanted another shrimp on the barbie, right there. I could grill that whole thing. I can't even lift it. Look, the skewers, bro. Look at that. Look, I know. Come on over. Look at this. Look at this. Trying to get that shrimp, like to yeah. Oh yeah, we don't mess around here. God bless it. That's warm. All right. However, I know, right? But thank God I've got all this pink. I look, yeah. I can handle it. Here it is, right there.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Gotta keep moving. You know. By the way, it's 85 degrees in this room. Like I have sweat on the bottom of my feet. And whoo, yeah. Well, if you didn't have an 80-foot stalk of celery in it, came into the bar, you had to like dip down with his. All right. Anyway, foresight. This one's for you. Whew, man, I'm almost there.
Matt said it's
Thanks, Matt. And by the way, we don't just. This is somebody asked, are those like literally touch? Yeah. And they're like, oh well, they all do that. No, look, they don't. It's just.
things you've discovered in the last how many hours?
Yeah. So this is legit. We just don't. So again, I'm not wearing this without making a statement. We are donating on top of our coats 500 hats, scarves, and gloves, and then another 600 gloves to Peggy's school. We do it every year. So now I have learned trying to make a cocktail with cotton gloves is not smart. No. So plus, some poor kid is going to get these gloves and they're going to be, what? What? They smell like what? Kids out there, drunk off of their gloves. Jeez. Come on. We're better than that. All right. So the whole theme this year is warm cocktails, warming hearts, warming kids with coats. So our theme cocktail was anything warm. So this cocktail coming at you is a spicy smoked margarita. So warm, we've done the hot toddies, but warm doesn't have to be, it can be cold, but it's warm. And this one's spicy. I'm really curious about this one. So we're coming in on this one with some mezcal. You're going to be a fan of this. God bless it. Careful, Paul. Good Lord. Contro. Go around the side. I better not get that close. It's going to catch on fire. Chili liqueur. One of my favorite. This is another one that I got actually a couple years ago for a cocktail somebody ordered. And we've used it a few times. Have you ever used Entre Reyes? This is such a great chili liqueur. Give that a whiff. Delicious. And then we're going to have some lime juice. We got a great glass here. And some simple syrup. No, I just need the agave.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Nope, I don't need that, but I'm going to take the agave. That will. Oh, is that the spicy one? Mm-hmm. All right. There it is. Put it together, Paul. All right, here we go. All right. So we're coming in with a little glass. So I've had a few margaritas, so I can't give out much more facts about the history of margaritas, but I can tell you this. The Flamingo Hotel, Margaritaville Casino, holds the honor of making the largest margarita in the world. So this was back in
Vegas?
Yeah, 2011. It was 8,500 gallons. Wow. Think about that. It was served in a 17-foot tall tank. And it took 60 people 300 hours to create it. And it was called the Lucky Rita to celebrate the opening of their casino. That's big. The world's most expensive margarita Actually, we're probably on the rings. $250, right?
Close.
and you don't even get to drink it. I mean, we're probably anyway. No, it's $1,200, and then yeah, that's good enough.
Was it the tequila that was used?
Yeah, so it was all high end. So it was like this, you know, source tequila and fresh. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna come in. I am ounce of mezcal. This is not. I have to double this recipe. This is not enough. We're gonna have 2 ounces of mezcal. That is the wrong cap. That'll happen sometimes. Ounce of conjure.
What's the official name of this one?
This is the spicy smoked margarita.
Spicy smoked margarita.
Yeah.
This is all my love languages.
Half an ounce. Huh?
That's all my love languages.
Yeah, you're. This is right up your alley. Have you ever had this one?
Yeah.
It's good.
With you.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll happen. We're gonna do some lime juice. This is where things get knocked over when you're trying to.
One gonna be enough.
Probably not, because I doubled this because that's a big glass. Oh, I heard somebody.
Oh, it was Matt. He was confirming that it was just a donation. That
Aw.
was going off. Thanks a lot.
Well, we're still standing. Yeah, sometimes you get a good, like, do you make a lot of drinks? Do you guys make your own cocktails? Do you imagine go through some limes, right, with tequila? And some of them are like, you hit them and it's like, you know, gallon, and then other ones it's like nothing.
Sounded good. That sounded good.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So there's our 2.
That's
So,
how you know
yeah.
people
See.
drink. It's like, oh, we know what that sounds like.
Yeah. See, you do. And then agave syrup. This is the only syrup I don't make. Like you. Oh, I thought it was. Because I don't know how to really. I was saying earlier. Well, yeah, because normally syrups are easy, right? Simple syrup, sugar, water. Strawberry syrup, it's strawberry, sugar, syrup. Honey, and water. And then, but agave, it's like I don't have an agave, and I don't know if you just throw it in a pot and boil it, and well, it's like it seems like it's a thing. So I just buy it.
Challenge accepted, right?
What part of the agave does it come from?
Right? That's what I mean, maybe we could. Maybe we should grow agave outside.
The agave heart.
All right, Foresight, here you go. One spicy, smoky margarita. Yeah, well, I saw this one and I thought, this is going to be a good one. There are a couple. I was like, this is going to be good. Oh, cold. Nice. Jesus. Now, I'm not a salt rim guy, and are you?
Nope.
All right. We're going to get along just great. And then, but I will. Ooh. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
And how do you make it?
It's the core.
So I.
Core, and you squeeze the sap out.
It's a thing.
Well, that sounds good. It is a thing. I was right.
It's basically like making tequila.
Yeah.
There it is. What do you think of that?
Very nice.
That's a fun margarita glass.
Yeah, it is. You're pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So let's see. So we've done several margaritas.
Maybe that won't go back into the.
I think that one's gonna be good for me.
Oh, that's solid. That is a solid margarita. I don't know if it's the smoke, the fire, what, but it's. Let's see how far that gets around.
It's gonna go.
Right? So there it is. Now, so one of the first places we met, I really got to hang out with Chris Kruger, remember, was Barbados. I feel like we may have had that. Isn't that great? That's a good recipe. There's, like I said, out of all this, there'll be some recipes that I'll be like, all right, I'm going to have to make that again. This is one I'll have to do again.
It's got a good smoke out.
You know, with that margarita, the world record margarita you were talking
Yeah.
about. 60 people had to make it. I heard it was consumed by one bachelorette party.
Right. People will drink out of this.
Yeah. So it's funny. I tell people, if you go to a bar and your bartender like drinks it before he gives it to you, you're not at a good bar. But here it's expected, right? I mean, it's what we do.
We'll save that recipe.
Yeah, that's a really nice.
That's a great margarita. This is good stuff. And but I've always been a mezcal fan. Well, that's not true. We just learned about mezcal when we went to Cabo. That's the first time we really ever had it, and then I fell in love immediately. I was like, oh my gosh. Now what I haven't had is the mezcal version.
I've had it. I don't have a bottle, but I've had it.
Yeah. So we made earlier. I don't think you were here yet. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty blurry already. I mean, if you told me, Paul, there's 12 hours left, I'd be like, okay. And if you said, Paul, you're running over right now by an hour. It's 10 o'clock at night. I'd be like, oh, we should have wrapped it up. I don't know. But we did a tequila martini. So it's tequila and see, and we've done 2 of them, but we did do 2 of them. But it's tequila, vermouth, dry vermouth, and a little bit of lemon juice. And I did one with just a blanco, just a straight up tequila. The second one I did, I used it.
Okay. Clean.
Oh my God, lights out! Like I was like, I could sit and drink that. I didn't want to because you don't even have to mix that. But my gosh, that little bit of dry vermouth, just kind of cut it a little bit. I mean, it was.
Man, it's hot in here now.
Oh, let me get that fire turned down. My God, I'm gonna.
Fireplace.
Now I can't believe the fire alarm's not going off. What's amazing is that I can take that entirely hot thing and put it right in the drawer and it doesn't even.
It doesn't even do anything.
No.
Hang on to that. You might need that.
Okay, what are we coming up? 64. Oh, this is a great one. Christina, you on? Are you guys? Are they out there?
I don't know.
What time is it anyway? Seriously. Oh, it's noon.
Yeah.
We should do. It's our noon. It's so we normally stop about every 2 hours to reset it all, because Facebook, there's certain things that they get upset and they'll kick you off. So what we're gonna do is take a quick 1 minute break and switch it out, and then we'll come right back on, and then that'll give Christina an opportunity to do. We're doing Dia de los Muertos. Muertos? Did I say that right? Muertos? It could go either way. Like, I mean, I'm originally West Virginia, so my pronunciations are like Muertos. It could go, yeah. So this is a fun one coming
All right,
up.
so I don't know about this one.
This one's got flowers.
Huh?
This one has the flowers.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, of flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
I don't think I had it on there.
garnish.
So let's take a quick little break.
I wouldn't want it to waste.
I'll reset it.
Which one do you want to put up here? How about the PSA?
Let me reset it first. No, let's put it up. Let's put it up. And we'll do it. So, all right, here's what's going to happen, folks. We're going to give you a little video. We did the PSA. Do yeah. Do you know what? Do the story.
She's driving, so I'll finish. What's that?
Yeah, so I'll finish. Do that one. Boom! Season 3, episode something or other. Who knows? It's 8, 9, it's 10.
The walk through life is often beautiful for most of us. Imagine, though, if you were without some of the most basic items like food, water, shelter, or warmth. The things most people take for granted, others can struggle to find. Reaching out to those in need can really help them find the beauty in life we all want. The road to help others is a choice. It is something you must think through, something you must work hard at, something you must enjoy. For over a year, Paul and Shelby Lemasters have been creating a cocktail show for all of us to enjoy. Though a serious topic, they have turned charitable giving into a whimsical and laid-back experience every single show. On a recent trip to Asheville, North Carolina, we caught up with Paul and his friends to help us understand the effort it takes to produce and create the cocktail show. This is the story of the Blue Monkey Quarantina Quarantine Cocktail Show. Now, to understand how the cocktail show began, you need to understand the history of how Paul and his family got started in charity work.
Basically, 10 years ago, I decided that it was important for my kids to understand that there was more than receiving for Christmas. So we went out and we bought 4 coats. That was the coat drive. And we bought 4 brand new coats, and we went down to St. Vincent de Paul and we donated them. And it worked, because the following year, my kid said to me, "Are we going to do the coats again?" At which point, I had 2 choices to say, no, we only give on odd years, or whatever year that worked out at, or you say, yeah, of course we are. And not only did we do it, but we kind of started this little thing that we didn't realize that, and we can do better.
And better they did. Over the last 10 years, the Coat Drive organization has made enough money to purchase coats valued between $400,000 and $500,000. That is almost 7,500 brand new coats for those in need.
And we just did a little bit better, and we gave more coats, and that was literally how it all started.
Make no mistake in understanding how work like this is needed for our communities and the immediate positive impact this effort provides to others. The year 2020 started off like any other fundraising year. And then it happened. A new virus called COVID-19 began spreading all over the world. In order to slow the spread, everyone was being required to quarantine. The new restrictions gave Paul a great idea.
And this year, we always are thinking, all right, what do we do? What do we do? And then the quarantine hit. And then I will say this, at no point early on did it click that this would be the fundraiser. And I think, and this will sound a little goofy, whatever word you want to use. But it happened. It worked. So when we started the quarantine cocktail show, so it was day 1 of the quarantine, DeWine had said, this evening at 9 p.m., all bars will shut down, and that will be it. And of course, where were we when that happened? We were at a bar, a brewery. That sounds better. That sounds less alcoholic. But we were at a brewery. And And literally everybody almost remorsed, and we cheers at the bar. It was like, this is it. This is our last drink in public. And that's when I told Shelby, when we get home, I'm going to make us a quarantini. It had already been out there. I'm not saying I invented the quarantini. It was out there. I'm saying I'm going to make us one when we get home. And that's when, you know, our relationship, and this is how we work, but wait, you need to do this. And that's when Shelby said, let's put it on Facebook. I said, fine. I'd had a few beers. Apparently we were pre-gaming and didn't even know it. And then so we come back and we did what ended up being the first quarantine cocktail show. And at that point, we made our little quarantini. And when we were done, we were like, that was ridiculous. That was silly. And then somebody, and I don't remember who it was, but chimed up and said, you're going to do it again tomorrow, right? Of course we are. And then that rolled night after night after night. And the quarantine cocktail show started. Are you ready? Folks, we're ready. Let's just get rid of the purple elephant in the room tonight.
So after 1 year and well over 100 shows, Paul and Shelby weekly still create the Quarantine Cocktail Show in the Blue Monkey Quarantina for our entertainment. And that family that started donating coats together, yep, they are still side by side trying to help others. People often ask Paul how he puts the show together. He often responds with 8 minutes of preparation. Let's go to Asheville, North Carolina, and see what he really means. Paul has perfected a process that he goes through the day of the show. The most important of the items being which drink to pick, which shirt to wear, and how much pregame to do. Yes, there is real work to do also when it comes to the research and the notes and putting together the graphics for the show. Today is no different. Let's follow the crew around Asheville as they work their way to showtime. First stop of the day, finding some clothing for the show.
Score. Up 3:49, 4 o'clock. It'll be up. Big show. And done.
Oh yeah, now it's happening. Wait, where are we?
Where are we?
Where are we?
Are you ready? We have got, this is amazing. We have more people watching the show in this room than we do probably the entire Ethernet world of Facebook and YouTube. But here we are, season 3, episode 11. Yeah, show. Folks, here it is. It is 1 year later.
What?
Honest to goodness, 1 year ago we started this crazy drunken thing. I've gone through 2 pig livers that I've had transplanted. It's been something. Let me tell you what we're doing tonight. So we are going quarantine style highball, but we're going Irish whiskey. Oh, did I?
The recipe's over there.
Oh, is it up? Wait, hold on. Is it over? No, it's there. It is. See, you guys can't see it, but right here, I've got it. So yeah, 2 ounces of pork ham. Now all we're doing is topping these off. So about 2 ounces of a good whiskey, Irish tonight. Jim, yours has got a flavor in it.
So, as you have just watched, this show was born from the heart. It has been this family's desire to continue to do whatever they can, wherever they are, to not only have fun, but ultimately make a difference in the lives of others.
A year ago when we started it, we did this to add a little bit of laughter and joy as COVID hit, and we wanted to have fun, and here we are, we're with groups of people, and I will tell you, I believe we've delivered.
We have delivered, but
we've had fun, and I want people to continue to deliver. And here's what it reminds me of a story.
Please, what's your story? Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. No, I want everybody to just keep giving, right? You've given to the coat drive, but when you go out, give, have some fun, buy a round. Last night we went out and bought a round of drinks for somebody. Cheers, folks, love you all. Shelby, Chink. Oh boy, that was, yeah, almost bad. Folks,
hey,
we'll see you next Sunday. Found out is when you give the alcohol directly to the children, that is frowned upon. But if I give the alcohol to the adults, so we support the children, that's the loophole. And that's where I live. Look at Paul's shoulder. That's gorgeous. All right. Are we up? Here we go. We're back. All right. We are, look, if you were number 64 or 65, I'm sorry. We did yours during the video. They're gone. It's over. Just forget about it. I'm sorry. No, of course that's not it. But I will tell you what, we respect our viewers, and we respect those that are, and when the video was going, we got a call from none other than Dave Zonheiser, one of my first lawyer compadres. I'll tell you that story in a second. But anyway, so this one is going out to Dave, his wife Rachel, their son Robert, and just an amazing family. He has also been a longtime supporter. Actually, I give him credit for getting others to help support us as well. Real quick story though. He was, I called him Teflon. Nothing stuck to him. He was just slick. It always worked out. He'd be like, "Oh man, I should have filed that," and man, it just crept up on me, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then all of a sudden, they get something from the court. Hey, case has been dismissed, and he's like, "Hey, we didn't even have to do that." He was Teflon, just nothing ever bad. So I hope that continues forever for him. Actually, I hope he passes that on to Robert of all things. That's a great trait. So they are heading out. So he called during the break and he's like, "Hey, are you going to be able to get to me? Because I noticed you're running behind." Yeah, we are. But all in a good way. So we're gonna jump a couple and then we'll go back and then we'll get back over. It's what we do, right? So we're hitting this one. Dave typically has a very simple request every year. It has to rhyme with bourbon.
Rhyme with bourbon.
Yeah, something with bourbon. It's always got to have bourbon. So I wanted to go very classic, very old school, and we're gonna go the mint julep. Now, I love, because this is crushed ice, and that is absolutely what we need. But before we throw the ice in, we've got to make this proper. So, first thing you think of when you think of mint julep? Horses. Specifically? The Derby. Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Derby, most people equal mint julep. Matter of fact, at the Derby, 120,000 mint juleps will be served at the Kentucky Derby. If you're trying to figure out the math, that's 10,000 bottles of bourbon. That is 1,000 pounds of mint. That is 60,000 pounds of ice. Actually though, the mint julep goes a little further back. It goes back to about the year 900.
What?
Yeah, it was medicinal. And there are records of this being used as medicinal. But some of the first ones, instead of mint leaves, you'll appreciate this, rose petals.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that was an early, I'll say, adaptation that we turned it into. Fast forward, American settlers, they used sweetened water, and then they would mix with mint as a mixer, and then they would serve this. And what was customary is when they served it, it would be in silver cups, much like this, which actually we were gifted these. These are official Blue Monkey. You can see that little.
We weren't gifted. We gifted.
No, I got them first, and then I gifted.
Oh, I thought that you. Okay.
Yeah. And but aren't those beautiful?
They are beautiful.
And but it was kind of a royalty status, and you would pass these silver cups down. But the other reason that it was high royal or high falutin, high society, is the ice. Because ice back then was like, oh, you've got ice? Whoa, la-di-da, it's like us now. What? Oh, you can make 8 ice balls in a day? Oh, we can only make cubed ice out of our machine, So high society over here. 1938, mint julep became the official Kentucky Derby. He can make his own ice balls.
Oh, I know, but I said only 8.
It's actually 6.
6.
6 a day.
Oh,
6 a day.
6. Sorry. So anyway.
I think there's like a governor on that. I think they're just trying to make sure that we don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I turned it up to 6.
All right. You're gonna take leaves, about 8. Make sure you just get the leaves. You don't want the stem. The stem is poisonous and kill you.
Learned that last night.
All right, it's bitter. It will kill you. Then you're gonna have about a half ounce of simple syrup. So all we've done is put that in to the bottom of our cup, preferably, sterling silver. I'm sure everybody go get your sterling silver, mint julep cup out.
If you don't have a sterling silver cup, you're nobody. But if you got that ice ball,
oh, you're somebody. Yeah. That's so. Give that a little gentle, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go bourbon next. Again, new riff. 2.5 ounces. I went to ice first because it's going to go all over if I don't. So, yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking because I still have to stir this. So, and then you're going to come in with 2.5 ounces. There's one.
Smells good.
Right?
Always made in the glass?
Always made in glass. So we actually went to, I guess Don they took off. We went to a derby party up by them, remember? And we actually have the mint julep glasses, remember? And but yeah, they normally will make them right in the glass, and then you muddle, you ice.
And it's a heavy bourbon pour.
It is. I mean,
2.5.
yeah. And then they'll typically what they'll do, and I won't be able to do it completely. They'll normally pack that with a little bit of ice, so it's like mounded. Yeah. So what I can do is maybe shove a piece of ice down in there to kind of falsely create this. There. Oh, look. There we go. And then you're going to garnish it with some mint. Go figure. Wake it up. And there it is. That's all there is to mint julep. That's the fascinating part. I mean, it is a very simple drink. Cold, feels good.
And modern is bourbon, right?
Oh.
Would it have been done with whiskey?
Probably. Yeah. So, yeah, bourbon though now. Always basically Kentucky. Bourbon, Derby, all that. But there it is. Nice. There's your, let me zoom this in. Oh, you're fine. Hold on, I can do better. Isn't that nice?
The detail in the cup is really cool.
Isn't that awesome? But now you have me guessing. Did we get these?
Yeah, we did.
We gave
to
our author of the cocktail book because it was her favorite drink. Yes. We bought 4. We kept 2. We gave her 2. Correct. That's what happened. So, Dave,
Shelby knows.
Rachel, Robert, cheers. Happy Derby Day when that comes back around. Thank you again for supporting what we do. And trivia? I mean, isn't that still on the list?
Yes, it is.
We always keep saying, we'll get there. Probably don't let me tonight. Cheers.
Now going back to...
Well, now I need to reset.
Yep.
Okay.
Anybody want to try?
Okay.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to be on for less than 2 minutes.
Too much bourbon?
To do a...
And you get to smell the mint as you're doing it.
Really for as much bourbon, I mean...
That's a really nice drink.
Yeah, it's
really
not.
is. You would think that it'd be like, ooh, hot, like, ooh. And, we're still on camera as I continue to talk about.
Yeah.
All right.